What's up YouTube? Today I want to show you a game-changing new feature in PhasePlant 2.0 that makes programming PsyTrance basslines so much easier. Let's dive in and have a look. So in today's video, I want to outline the beauty of the curve modulator. So what is the curve modulator? It's basically an envelope generator built to work around specific curve modulations and stuff like that. But there's a couple of really amazing features in the curve modulator that I think make it perfect for PsyTrance bass. So traditionally, when we're using ADSR envelopes for PsyTrance bass, there was kind of two ways of doing it. Traditionally, before advanced envelopes like Serum and Vital, you would have to time the size of your MIDI notes to allow for the amount of release that your synth has. So say, for example, by default, your synth has 20 milliseconds of release, then you would have to actually reduce the size of your MIDI notes by 20 milliseconds so that you don't have any of that overlapping. With the more modern synths like Vital and Serum, you could actually just create an envelope using the LFOs and draw it so that it hits 0 before the release starts. I'm not sure if you guys are kind of understanding, but that way it makes it easier for quickly write bass MIDIs without having to time the sort of note lengths and all sorts of things like that. But it also made it much easier for changing the tempo of a preset. So often, for example, if you had the release that's locked to a specific milliseconds, that specific milliseconds is often not relative to the tempo of the track. So if you make a preset that's kind of specific to 145 BPM, and then you change it to 138, the length of the notes and all sorts of things like that will change to get it to fine-tune exactly how you want it. Along came the MSEGs and more advanced kind of LFO envelope generators like Vital and Serum and that kind of thing, and that just made life a little bit easier. However, having to do the patch means that you have to actually set up 2 envelopes to be able to get it to work. I'm not sure if the folks at Kilohertz know this and programmed it in specifically for us PsyTrance people. This just makes things a little bit easier because now you could just do it with a single curve envelope generator instead of having to stack kind of 2 on top of each other, if that makes sense. So let me show you how the curve thingy works. So I've got a bass preset here. I want to show you the reason why I think the curve generator is so special. So you can draw in your exact envelopes as you want to, and you can get them to end exactly at the 16th. And therefore, no release is being applied to the actual sound itself. So this is cool for 2 reasons. We can time sync or tempo sync the curve so that it's kind of exact every time. And also then what happens is if we change the project time, it's not going to change the release settings and all sorts of stuff like that of the sound. But also just visually, it's just so much easier to see, okay, our bass sound is ending on the 16th, end of story. You know what I mean? So let me just show you how this works in context. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the tempo. And we're going to notice that the amount of release and stuff on the sound is going to be pretty much the same. See, no matter what happens, that bass note is going to end on the 16th. We're going to have absolutely no overlap with those rolling notes. So let me just set it back to what it was. I think it was 143. What I'm going to do here is just disable the curve. And I'm going to add in... Instead, we're going to do this with a traditional envelope and try get it to sound good. You see, because of that overlap of notes and because of the fact that the note length in the track, it's filling up that entire 16th. At no point is it allowing for that release to happen. And if we turn the release to 0, there's a click. So the way to avoid this would be to create an LFO, set it to envelope mode, and draw in your exact curve as you want it, and then just make sure that it ends at 0 on the 16th. However, that's a bit of a pain in the butt. And that's why the curve modulator, I think, is just so much better, because it's synced to the project tempo. You can draw in the exact curves and just maintain the fact that they always end at 0 when you need them to. So there'll be no click in that sound. So another cool thing is that you're not limited to using the curve modulators in the generator section. You've actually got curve modulators in the modulator section. So you can add those here as like a regular LFO or envelope and something like that. So you can use the curves to also create your filter envelopes to get really snappy sounds, to make sure that they're starting and ending at the exact like sort of point of the sound that you need it to. Yeah, the new curve modulators are amazing. So yeah, this is a quick patch that I made. I've actually made this kick using curve modulators as well, as you can see here. I might do a tutorial on that as well, because that also just makes things so much easier for being able to change the project tempo, and everything just kind of syncs up with the alignment of the envelopes in your track. So this is what I've prepared. Oh, by the way, every single sound that you're hearing there is being generated by only 4 instances of Faceplant 2. Every single sound. So one instance is doing the bass, one instance is doing the kick, one instance is doing all those percussions, and the other instance is doing that random FM thing. So yeah, most of these presets hopefully will be included in the factory bank, so no need to sign up to my Patreon, although I would appreciate the support if you do consider that. Awesome, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you think in the comments, and as a little bonus for this video, usually I upload my presets to Patreon for all my $5 supporters. You can still obviously go there and support me if you want to, and get all the other presets I've like ever made for videos. However, this time, a bunch of these presets will be included in the Faceplant 2.0 factory bank. Big thanks to the folk at Kilohertz for actually including me in the new factory bank content. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you think in the comments. See you guys next time. Wait, one more thing. Don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. See you guys next time. Cheers.